Hello, you're watching Wednesday edition of News Mongolia. Today is June 8. For our top stories, Meta company will cooperate with the Mongolian fact-checking center to fight fake news. Ondo to be Mongolia's first open joint stock mobile phone operator. Happy Dance Training Center in Stockholm organized its first performance. For all the news, stay tuned. The Meta company announced cooperation with the Mongolian fact-checking center to check the credibility of the information distributed on social media networks in Mongolia. Details were introduced during the press conference held at the Press Institute of Mongolia on June 7th.
The Mongolian Fact-Checking Center is the first and only Mongolian fact-checking organization that meets the official certification requirements of the International Fact-Checking Network at the Poitiers Institute in the United States. The Mongolian Fact-Checking Center officially opened 2 years ago and thereby is becoming a document checker partner which will verify the authenticity of information posted on Facebook and Instagram platforms. The assessment will then be categorized as false, misleading, doubtful, or incomplete.
During the 2016 election in the United States, there was a lot of misinformation, and many people feel it affected the outcome of the election between Mr. Trump and Hillary Clinton. The United States is still grappling with how to proactively stop lies from spreading online. And from my perspective, it's been a big problem in the U.S. society. It's so hard to have a conversation with people because some folks believe that President Biden is not truly the president, that Trump won the election. This has been proven false over and over, but these lies continue to spread online. I see the fact-checking center's role in two ways. One, it can spot disinformation and label it false right away to prevent things from going viral. The other thing that the Fact-Checking Center has been doing is to help promote digital literacy, media literacy, to help Mongolians and people outside Mongolia understand, let's think before we share, let's make sure that what we share with others is truthful.
The Meta company implements a three-step strategy to improve the quality and accuracy of the information that appears on the home pages of its users and is part of a program to work with external auditors. An external document review partner evaluates the content on a social network according to a set of patterns, as well as what the information is all about, and writes a report explaining that it is false and misleading. The assessed information will be posted on social media with a specific label, and by clicking on it, you will be able to read the report.
So what NIST Center tries to do is to help journalists and freelancers especially get knowledge about Mongolian international journalism industry, new developments and approaches of doing journalism. And as a rule, fact-checking is one of the main trends that we are seeing that needs to happen in Mongolia as well. We're so happy, so thrilled and excited at the same time, but it's a very big responsibility. So we are now going to be the only platform, only organization that is able to fact-check informations that are on the social platforms of Meta and actually label them true or false. So there are going to be consequences for those organizations or those people or pages or accounts that violate Facebook's community standards, that continuously spread misinformation on social media. So it's going to be a very big responsibility to us as well. So we are very excited at the same time, kind of scared as well. Yeah. So a new opportunity that is opening to us today after this event is now we are able to work more proactively. So we are now able to prevent misinformation from doing harm to social media users, information consumers. So what we are aiming to do is, first of all, ramp up our proactive approach through the Meta's third-party fact-checking program. And secondly, within the year 2022, we're planning to ramp up our cooperation with newsrooms and help them build a stronger, more state-of-the-art fact-checking practice within their everyday work practices.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
In addition to working with third-party document reviewers, the Meta company has implemented programs around the world to improve consumer e-learning and tackling counterfeiting. There is a sharp decline in the view of information that has been verified by a licensed third-party examiner and found to be false or inaccurate. The number of pages and domains that have repeatedly spread false and misleading information has decreased, leading to the possibility of taking action until the platform is banned from publishing ads and offering other paid services.
Mongolia's 3.4 million people are using 4.7 million mobile phones, with services provided primarily by 4 mobile phone operators. Today, a new operator is preparing to launch an IPO. 26 years ago, Mongolians got access to the 2G system and became mobile phone users. Mongolia is the 25th country that introduced LTE 4G technology. However, digital literacy and access to digital technology vary among the public. Hoping to narrow the gap, a new phone operator is preparing to enter the market.
Right now, you don't have to give up your current mobile number to become a user. You can use our mobile data service through a dual SIM phone or an eSIM. Our internet service has no time limit. Users can just use the amount of data they have for an unlimited time.
Ondo started operations in Ulaanbaatar and introduced its high-speed mobile data service. They are catching up with the past 26 years of mobile network development within 3 years by utilizing innovative engineering solutions. They also plan to become an open joint stock company, which will give the company a chance to compete in a national market.
In the past, a company's value was more likely to be determined by its licenses, certificates, land or mining profits. Today, the world appreciates and is investing in more intellectual pursuits. This tendency has also taken hold in Mongolia in recent years. The world is heading toward an economic system where not only shareholders but all participants can benefit. We are going hand in hand with the system.
Ondo's phone numbers will start with 66 and 60. The company initially plans to sell 2 million numbers across the country. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. The Happy Dance Training Center in Stockholm has successfully organized its first performance. Mongolian children who live in Sweden are learning at the Happy Dance Center, and the progress report was given to the parents and teachers. The center offers classes for 3 age groups. Teachers Angela and Bairnivik have been in charge of the training. The children living and studying in Sweden were unfamiliar with Mongolian culture and had no understanding of Mongolian folk dances. Through the center, the children learned about Mongolian culture and many traditional dances.
The ambassador of Mongolia to the Kingdom of Sweden, Jambatar, watched the concert and awarded talent children. It was another memorable part of the event. In addition to the embassy honors, Anongo, Gilman, and Nongoya, Yalgo, Namjung, Tushik, Tuslung were each awarded the gold and silver bronze medal of the Mongolian Children's Palace. This is how our children trained hard for 4 years. Our training center was supposed to report 2 years ago, but that was postponed due to the pandemic. We are very happy that the performance was a success. Our report consists out of 2 parts. Part 1 was modern and classic dance, while the second part was traditional Mongolian national dances. In this section, children danced Mongolian folk dances.
The students of the Happy Dance Center successfully participated in an online dance competition organized by the Axel Hora Center back in 2021. All students participated in dance challenges such as Sharka Barka and Hashta to spread goodness to others in the community during the global pandemic. Now let's take a look at our regular feature on sports. The Asian Football Confederation Asian Cup Group B qualifiers are held in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. This is the final round of the qualifiers. The Mongolian national team will play its first match against the highest ranked in their group, Palestine.
In Group B, the Mongolian national team, Palestine from the Middle East, Yemen, and the Philippines from Southeast Asia are included in the group. The Mongolian national team will play its first match against the Palestinian national team on June 8th at 5 p.m. The first match of the group will be played at 12:30 p.m. between the Philippines and Yemen. The Philippines, ranked 133rd in the world, focused on the first game and claimed to be the weakest team in the group. 11 more spots for the AFC Asian Cup 2023 are at stake in the third round. The winners of the 6 groups, as well as the best 5 runners-up across all groups, will advance to the Continental Tournament, which was set for June 16th to July 16th in China next year. The 2023 AFC Asian Cup will be the 18th edition of the AFC Asian Cup, the quadrennial international men's football championships of Asia organized by the Asian Football Confederation. The tournament will involve 24 national teams after its expansion of the 2019 AFC Asian Cup, including one of the host nation. Qatar are the defending champions. The tournament was originally scheduled to be held in China. However, on May 14, 2022, the AFC announced that China would not be able to host the tournament due to the circumstances caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and China's zero-COVID policy. China was announced as the winning bid on June 4, 2019, on the eve of the 69th FIFA Congress in Paris, France. However, due to the China's withdrawal as the host, a second round of bidding will be decided by the AFC later.
Here comes the weather forecast for the world's major cities. This is it for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.